Hi everyone, I hope you're well. In this video I'm going to be making a couple of wedding glasses. My best friend is going to a wedding on Friday and she asked me if I could do a design on it. Now the design is on the wedding invites. It's the bride and groom's name, the initials, sorry, on the invite, and it was like fancily done. Fancily? Don't even think that's a word. It's fancy done. Looked nice. So she's asking if I can do that for them, and I says absolutely. And she's wanting Prosecco or champagne flute for the bride and then a whiskey glass for the groom. So let's get into it. Next, what you want to do once you have your file or picture, whatever it is, on to your laptop, because my friend sent me on WhatsApp, so I actually had to send it to myself through email. My goodness, I can't speak today. Right, you go to this site here, and then, because I want to turn it into an SVG, choose file, click there, it'll open up my photos, and this is the design right here. So you just click on that, it'll go on there, and then this is the wee drop down bit where you get to pick what you want to turn it into. Now I do SVG, convert, it's doing its thing. Right, there we go, download. And then we can look at it and see what it looks like. And it looks like that, perfect. Now we just need to put that in XCS. Right, so here we are in XCS, and what I do with my XCS, you know how you can save projects? I have projects at the top, and this one is called glasses. So if I'm ever doing glass engraving, this is the one I open, because I saved some over here out the way because I might be doing them again. So here is the design that we will be doing, and it's going to be on a whiskey glass. Now, if I use the same glasses all the time, I find it easier just to make a little list here, and the whiskey glass is 260. So we go up here, and we, sorry, there is a little fly flying about. We change this to 260. 260. And that's the perimeter done. Just double check that. Oh, over. Yep, perimeter. Okay. And if you can see here, I've put 130 beside it. That's obviously half of 260. Now, the reason I do that is if I am doing a glass, say, let's say I'm doing a whiskey glass that's got a design on the front and then writing on the back, I would make two rectangles of 130 in length, and then whatever height, it's normally about 70 millimeters. And then I would put the design in the middle of one rectangle and then the wording and the design of the other, and make sure that the rectangle itself, you're not going to be lasering that, and it just means that the design will be at the front and then the writing will be right behind it. But with this one we don't need to worry, because it literally is just a design I'm doing, and it'll be this one here. Now the height of the whiskey glass that I'm wanting the design is 70 millimeters, so we just go up to the top here and we go to height and we change that to 70. Click on it again, because then it will automatically change the width. So that's perfect. And also what we want to do is, because I'm doing it on glass, these are my settings. I'll go over here to already saved settings, and my glass settings are 30 glass. So 30 power, 250 speed, 1 pass, 200 lines per centimetre. Now this is when I'm doing a solid design like this or writing, it'll be them. But when I'm doing my photographs, like if I'm putting a picture of a dog on a glass, it's different settings. If you want to look at that, I do have another video of me doing animals on glass, so you can look at that video. But this is it the now, and then I'll take it over to my machine. I've still to turn on my P2 machine, and then we'll get it set up. Okay, change of plan, because I had my RA2 Pro already set up with these grips on it, so it made sense just to do the Prosecco glass first. What I've changed here is the perimeter of it, which is 180. That is still 70 because I want to keep it. And what to do is to check if your glass is all right, if it's not too high, not too low, is get one of your slats and lie it over from one side to the other, like so. And if it touches the glass, or you can lie it beside it, and you can see that that is just above where the slats would go, so that would be perfect. And then all I do, I need to shut the lid so the wee laser light comes on, like so. Then I get a bit of paper. I find the tallest part of the glass. In fact, what I'm going to do is raise it up. Back in a minute. Okay, I have put one of my chopping boards underneath to raise the top of the RA2 Pro up, so the glass is more level. Take that off. So the glass is a bit more level. And then the highest point of the glass is there. I put a little bit of paper on it, just like that, just so I can take a measurement. You don't need to do anything fancy. Go over here, quick measure. Probably already done that before I turned around, did it? Nope. Quick measure. Oh. It always helps if you are connected. Good God. Vinny. Right, now I'm connected. Okay, go to try this for the third time. I'm gonna hit quick measure. It should work this time. Yep. And that'll change. Like so. Okay, I've removed a bit of paper and I've added a bit of painter's tape. Where I have put it is where the top of my design is going to go. So I don't want it to go right to the top of the glass. I want there to be a little gap. So what I do now is go to my laptop, get the close-up camera, bring it over here. Years later. Okay, then I want to bring my design down to here. Now before, when I've made videos, right, I have said if I'm just doing one design, you have to have your design here to the side of it. But I have discovered by somebody on the Facebook group that you don't actually have to have your design smack bang at the side. If you put it there and I press go, that glass is going to turn to the start of my design. This is actually a game changer for me, because sometimes when I'm doing glasses that I'm not used to in size, and I'm doing a picture one side and writing on the other, and it's a bit of a weird shape, I can do the design on one side, then I take it out and I put a dot right opposite on the other side, and then I can line up the writing right in the middle. It's honestly been brilliant for me. So because I'm not doing any other writing on this, it doesn't need to be to the left side, so I'm just going to put it right there. Zoom in a little bit. Right, and then the last thing I do is I take the painter's tape off, and then I add some fairy liquid. This is just dish soap that we use in the UK. I think it gives it a nicer lasering, so I literally just do that. Because I've put the design in the middle, I have to do both sides of the dot. Not too much. I probably put on a little bit more than I normally do because I'm using one hand. Better take that out. And then all that's left to do is double check that's in the right bit, that it's at my 30 glass settings, which it is, and then I'm going to hit go, but I'll let you see it in a time lapse because then it's less boring for you. I think you'll agree that this has turned out really nice. Now let's do the whiskey. Right, we have the whiskey glass set up. This is how I do it. I use these things. I think they're actually, with the RE2 Pro, they're for holding rings and something like that, but I think it holds this very well, and that's a little bit of rubber so it doesn't damage it in any way. Put my bit of masking tape on there, my little bit of paper just to get the distance. That is the highest point. So I'll wiggle that over a little bit. So all I do is use a little bit of paper. You don't need to make it complicated. And then we come over here and we make sure that the perimeter of this is 260 for the whiskey glass, 260. And then we need to do a measure. So quick measure, click, bada bing, bada bang. And then that will change to that. I always like to get a close-up picture, even if it was already on the close-up picture when I loaded it. And as you can see, the glass on this one is upside down, so that means that the design needs to be upside down as well. So all you do is click on that, go up to, where am I? Yeah, this bit here. Let's do a 180, click OK, and that will turn it on its head like so. Then all we need to do is line it up with the bit of masking tape that I've already put on. So bring the design down like so, and again I have not got any writing to go on this apart from this design, so it can start right there. Then all that's left to do is take the masking tape off, take the bit of paper off and put the fairy liquid on again, and then I will show you it going in the time lapse.